Hey everybody, I'm Matt Guff, and we just got to Mervin Manufacturing, home of Lib Tech, Roxy, and of course Canoe, and we're going to show you how snowboard is made at the Mervin factory. Let's go. That's what we're building first, a core block, and then we're slicing individual cores out of that block. Okay, so they're taking raw boards, cutting them to length, and then gluing them up. So you can see every snowboard has a recipe, and the recipe's right here. Aspen, 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 Polonia, Polonia, aspen, 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 Polonia, Polonia, aspen, 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 aspen. Finished core block. Fire this up, Avery! So this is a bandsaw. And then it's a conveyor belt. Takes the core blocks, salami slices them out, called a resaw. See the slice at the bottom of the core? They're literally just cutting the bottom, like flattening the bottom of the core block. And then we'll readjust. So this machine takes it and cuts the core down to a little bit thicker than we need. Then we put it through the flat sander and it gets it roughed down to even closer to what we need, right? You end up coming out of the flat sander with this. There we go, aspen, 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 Polonia, 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 aspen, 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 Polonia, 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 right, all the way down the list, right? And now it's the same thickness all the way across. It's down to pretty close to the right thickness, and we have to profile it. This is a profiling sander. So this bed moves up and down on a CNC program. And what it builds is the taper into the board. So it's thin at the tip and the tail. It's wider in the middle. Some boards are, like that we want to flex in the middle between the bindings, have like a camel hump, right? 2 arms thinner in the middle, kids boards, stuff like that, right? Boards that flex more. This is where the board actually gets born into exactly what it is. 159 skateboarding. A profiled core comes to the die press. It's a big cookie cutter. You put the core on there, it goes in the die press, stamps out the profile of the shape. So then we build a sidewall separate from the core. And so they glue up plastic, plywood, plastic, plywood. They build a core block. It's this pattern, right? Okay? So what happens is, think about this as a big core block, right? We put it on the resaw, we cut it, and we profile it 20 thousandths thinner than the core it's meant to go to give shape space for the edge. So this is a scotch thinner than the core. Now the guys in the parts department, they go and they apply this to the core.
Yes. On the top of the core?
On the side, in the sidewall. This is the sidewall that you see.
Got it.
And then the edge needs to be applied. Yep. So the process of applying the edge is like we're literally super gluing the edge to the base. And that is only meant to hold it together through the layup process. That's where it actually gets bonded, right? You can see that the keys of the edge, there's all these open spaces, and that's what, inside the composite sandwich, what holds it all together. We don't full wrap the steel around the tip and tail, and we think that makes a superior product. Our process of the edge ending there allows the tip of the tail of the snowboard to be plastic. Lower swing weight, it makes the place that you're most apt to damage just in regular use of the snowboard repairable easily, right? You don't have to cut an edge and any of that stuff, right? You can just sand it down, and if it delams the scotch because you ran into a tree or a rock or something, clamp it shut and right back onto your way, right? And so applying the edge is it's basically super glue and an accelerant. and just keeping that edge with no gaps, right? And that's the goal. Make a nice, pretty product at the end. So basically we build it on the mold, right? Yeah. So the mold is the piece and it has registration pins in it. And so the base goes down. Base glass, and then the core goes down. So the tip and tail material is added that comes from sublimation. Now you see the top sheet glass going down? That's triaxial glass. Gives the board torsional rigidity. We're gonna go look at finishing. So the board comes out of the press. Think about it like a butterfly in a cocoon, right? And the finishers are gonna make it from an unrideable product like that into what we sell at the store. And so they're gonna cut the perimeter shape out on the bandsaw, and then they're gonna cleaning up and beautifying the top and the sidewall, all the steps of the base finishing process, drilling out the inserts, and then, yeah. This is the, goes from cutout to rough base finishing, right? So this is getting the pools of resin off the bottom, getting the steel cleaned up and shiny, and then it's going, this would be the first step by hand, getting it rough. This is an 80 grit and 120 grit belt. They're running 180s and 220s and Scotch-Brite. Fine, you can see the progression, right? Rough, smooth, 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 wax, right?
I'm here with Crispin, a quality control expert at Mervin Manufacturing, Lib Tech, and of course Roxy. What are some of the things that you check before you give it the stamp of approval before these boards go to the distribution centers and to the retailers?
We look at every single board. First thing you want to do is check your integrity, structural integrity. If something feels way out of tune to you, you can tell pretty quick. Obviously, your binding connection is a big deal. So one of the first things I'll do is inspect all my binding inserts, make sure that nothing looks out of place and that they're all drilled out evenly. And if we have inserts that are a little too short of size or have anything that look compromised, that's one of the immediate off grades basically. So one of the next things I'll do is I'll check sidewalls and steel thickness to make sure that we've got all the steel left and we didn't grind it down too much, and make sure that the sidewalls look smooth and we don't have any voids or anything. Maybe get some wax off the steel while we're at it. If that looks good to me, the next thing I want to do is put it up in the air, and I'm going to look at the top sheet for any kind of inconsistencies. This one looks pretty good to me. Same thing with the base. We'll flip it over and get it in the light. Look for any kind of inconsistencies. Once I've inspected it that way, we're going to put it on the stone. Since this stone is so flat, we get a good opportunity to look at our contours and make sure that all of our contact points are even when it's touching the table. We're checking for twist and we're checking for banana height, rocker height. Make sure the top sheet's clean, and then the base will do the same. Just a little Scotch-Brite. Not trying to texturize the base, but just take off fingerprints. While it's sitting here, again, we'll check for edge gaps in the application, of the edge application. This one looks real great to me. After that, we're just gonna sticker and go. I think you were gonna sign it.
Woo!
Somebody in the shop is gonna have the lucky Guff model.
All right, so this is a limited edition special. We don't know where this is going. So if any of you guys watch this, look for the Guff approved. This is the only one I've ever approved like this. Guff approved with, you gotta sign it too, because this isn't just a solo job by me. Actually, you sign first.
You got it.
You sign first.
I'm just gonna take up a little space over here. That's a Crispin if you can't read it.
Crispin. All right, let's see. Yeah, you find that, let us know. We'll send you some prizes. Thank you so much.
No problem.
This is a lot of fun. It's so cool to see the start, you know, the very start to the very finished thing before it goes in the sleeve and, you know, hits the stores.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for everything you do.
Of course.
Cool. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a comment or question. Let us know if you have anything that you want to know more about that you saw here today. Leave those comments and questions below. Remember to subscribe to the channel over there. Check out more vids there, and hopefully we'll see you on Snow. Of course, I'm super excited. Right now, we're going to check out the all-access kind of exposure to how Mervin surfboards are made. No one has ever seen how they're made, and it's never been filmed on camera. We meet a guy named Joe McCarthy. He's the MVP here at Mervin Surf, and let's go check it out. All right, look how rad this is already. Hi, Joe. Hey, whoa, no filming in here. Hey.
There's like 10 people filming. This is the shot ski interruption.
Shot ski interruption. Yeah.
To do this, these
We got a shot
Oh,
ski
right on.
interruption.
okay.
All right, we need you guys in the shot ski interruption. This is Fireball, so it's pretty mellow.
All right.
Two more.
Two more.
Looks like they need 2 more people in there, boys. Anthony, get in. There you go.
One more.
Trevor, oh yeah, Anthony, get in there.
Oh yeah.
All right.
CEO, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Nice job. Nice job.
That's delicious.
Shot ski.
Shot ski interruption.
You're expecting something's gonna, like that hurts.
Yeah.
That didn't hurt.
That wasn't bad.
That was good.